So we're here at the G20 Summit, and I'm here with Tim Costello. You're the CEO of World Vision Australia, and you're also chairing the Australia C20 Steering Group. Looking ahead, what will you be pushing as part of the G20 2014 Summit in Australia?
Well, the Australian C20 hasn't yet decided what it's recommending, and in fact we will be inviting civil society into an open process to actually say what their priorities are. What we do know is to really be effective, you have to have focus. You can't do anything. You can't be a mile wide and an inch deep. And therefore, we probably will be encouraging civil society to narrow the agenda, to really focus in, because that's the best chance of kicking some real goals.
Are there any initiatives from this year's G20 that you hope to continue onto the G20 in Australia?
Well, the themes really are set. So jobs and growth really are the G20's agenda, and for us it's saying growth for who? Does it include children? So you can get economic growth, but you may be using more children in supply chains and abusing them. That's unacceptable growth. You can get more growth, but it flows to the top 5% who are richest in the world. The G20 as a global governance body says actually, with Indonesia at the table, and the Brazils, and India which has the greatest number of poor people of any nation, almost as many as all the continent of Africa put together, means growth must flow to those poor people. That's who civil society represents. So G20 policies exist to really benefit those who are poorest. Apart from that, if you have great inequality, you get bad productivity. For every 1% of GDP growth in unequal countries, you only get 0.6% really productivity. If you've got greater equality, you get 4.3% for every 1% of GDP growth. So G20 must address inequality. Those themes, along with tax havens and the erosion of the tax base, will certainly be on the agenda.
Well, thanks so much for taking a few moments to talk with us here at the G20. We look forward to seeing what comes out of the Australian G20.
That's a pleasure. Welcome down under.